Hello and welcome, everybody. Today we're going to have a discussion about you're the temple. So, if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, so we know that we are the temple of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, that lives inside of us. That is one of the purposes that we are created for. Now, if we go back to Adam, Adam was created a body, but he didn't yet have a living soul. He didn't live yet up until the breath of life was blown into him. Now, it is the same with us. The Spirit is the breath of life that is in us. It gives us purpose, it gives us function. I heard a very good explanation where the lady said, imagine a glove. A glove is made in the image and the likeness of a hand, but it cannot do anything without a hand being inside of it. Now, if the right hand is placed inside of it, it becomes functional. It has a purpose, or it's used for a purpose. Even though you have a purpose, that purpose is not going to be lived out if that hand is not in the glove. And that is the exact picture of being the temple. You can be the temple, but if the Ruach HaKodesh is not inside of you, then that temple is not yet being used. It is just a dormant temple. Now, many times I see things that makes me wonder. If the Spirit of the living God lives inside of you, would you take him to the places that you are going? Would you say the things that you are saying? Let's say you're in a place where there's gossip and you gossip along. Do you think the Spirit is going to feel comfortable inside of you? No, I don't think so. So our focus should be that we go and we do what the Spirit approves, what the Spirit likes. Because why else would we want the Spirit inside of us if we are going to use it for, I can almost say, to torment the Spirit? That is something that we need to think about. So it's going both ways. Number one, we should think of the implications of being filled with the Spirit, of where we are going. But number two, also, what does it mean if the Spirit lives inside of us? Well, it means that our purpose is activated inside of us. And we need to follow on the path that the Spirit wants us to go to. Now, that is where praying in tongues is very powerful, where we can pray in tongues and we can get the mind of Christ inside of us, the mind of the Spirit inside of us. I have learned again, while I was studying, some days you are so frustrated because of the way they say things, or working through through the old exam papers, and you realize, but these guys are messing up. And while I was praying, I get a lot of perspective. What the Spirit tells me, remember, focus on this, do that. And then I'm like, wow, that actually motivates and encourages me to push through and going on. It doesn't make me negative. You see, we need to listen as well to the Spirit inside of us. And I want you today to realize that if you're filled with the Spirit, you are a temple with the Spirit inside of it. What are you doing? And how are you using the Spirit in your life to fulfill the will and the calling that is upon your life? We also heard that if we are on the plan that the Lord has provided for us, or placed us on, or created us for, then our faith should be to trust Him that He knows what He is doing. Our faith is that He cares for us, and because He cares for us, provision will be there. We just need to trust Him because we are on the right path. If you're not on the right path, if I tell my son, listen here, I'm going to send you to that school, I've already paid for it, I'm going to pay for your accommodation, everything, and he decides to go to a different school, there's not going to be provision for him. He needs to provide for himself. He needs to work out all of the things that I already provided for him for himself. And that's going to be foolishness, because it's going to put him under a lot of pressure. But yet we as humans do that again and again and again. And therefore, today I want you to think about this. Number one, am I filled with the Spirit? Number two, am I partaking with the Spirit, like praying in tongues? That gives me a lot of perspective and I hear the Spirit. And number three, am I on the path that I was created for to walk on, and trusting for the provision that the Lord has already provided for me. If there's lack in your life, have a look at it. Is that lack because of wrongful desires, or is it because you're not on the place or path where you should be? Yes, you may also go through trials and tests. That is part of it. But rather get perspective of, am I obedient and am I on the right path, rather than just going through life ignorant and not enjoying what the Father actually gave for us and created for us. Look at this beautiful world. It is so beautiful, it's so functional, it is so good, and we can enjoy it. Just look at the ocean. The ocean brings tremendous peace. The beautiful views, the lovely experience you have while walking on the beach. In the mountains, if there's forest, if there's the beautiful view, there's so many things that we can enjoy. And I want you to take hold of this thought today. Enjoy the view while you're on your journey. Father, I pray that your Spirit will fill us completely, Lord. Help us to be active in functioning with your Spirit, that we'll hear and obey your Spirit. Help us to walk on the path of provision that you created for us. Help us that our trust will be secure, that we know that because you love us and care for us and send us on a mission, that you provide for us. Help us that we'll trust in you today, that we'll make a declaration where we say, I declare that I love you, Lord, and I trust you because you love me, and I'm going to walk on the road that you prepared for me. Help me to take the Spirit inside of me to the places where we should be going, where I do not frustrate the Spirit inside of me. I thank you for loving us and for your tremendous grace, that when we stumble and fall, that you're there to pick us up. Help us that we'll stay on course. And I thank you for your great love and your great mercy. I thank you for that in the name of Yeshua. Be blessed.